In this video, I'm going to break down one of the most dangerous relationship tactics used in dark psychology. It's called emotional blackmail, and whether you're dating, married, or stuck in a toxic bond, this tactic might already be hurting you without you even realizing it. So, today, we'll go deep into how it works, how it's destroying your confidence, and how you can protect yourself even if you're emotionally attached. Let me give you a quick example to begin with. You say to your partner, "I need some space to think." And they reply, "Oh, so I don't matter anymore. After everything I've done for you." Suddenly, you're not just asking for space. You're defending your character. You feel guilty, even though you said nothing wrong. That guilt, that emotional pressure, that shift in blame, that's emotional blackmail. It doesn't come with violence. It comes with tears, silence, or a cold look that says, "You hurt me, and now you need to fix it." But the truth is, you didn't break anything. You just asked for something healthy, and now you're being punished for it. Emotional blackmail is when someone uses fear, guilt, or emotional pressure to make you do what they want, even if it's against your own will or your own mental peace. They'll say things like, "If you walk away, I'll fall apart. If you don't do this, don't expect me to stay. If you loved me, you'd understand." These aren't statements of love. They are psychological hooks meant to trap you into compliance, and they work because you care, because you're loyal, because you don't want to hurt anyone. But that care is being turned against you. So let's break it down. You express something honest. They respond with guilt, blame, or threats. You feel responsible for their emotions. You change your behavior to keep the peace. Now they have power and you have confusion. This doesn't just happen once. It becomes a pattern where your needs get smaller and their control gets bigger. You start to question yourself. You walk on eggshells. You become afraid of simple conversations. And the worst part, they never take responsibility, because the game is not about love, it's about emotional control. So ask yourself, do they guilt you after every disagreement? Do you feel like everything is your fault? Are you scared of upsetting them, even when you're right? If yes, you're not in love, you're in a psychological trap. Let's talk about how it affects you. Your boundaries disappear, your self-respect fades. You lose your ability to trust your own feelings. You become silent in your own relationship. You shrink so they can feel big, but that's not love, that's manipulation. Now, how do you protect yourself from emotional blackmail? Step 1, recognize it, call it what it is. If someone constantly uses guilt or fear to control your choices, it's not affection, it's blackmail. Step 2, reclaim your no. You don't owe anyone your silence. You don't need to explain every feeling. You're allowed to say no, even if it makes someone else uncomfortable. Step 3, set boundaries early. Speak when it's small, because if you stay quiet too long, the control only gets stronger. Step 4, don't personalize their pain. It's not your job to fix someone who punishes you emotionally. You're responsible for your kindness, not their reactions. Step 5, ask the real question. Am I being loved here, or am I just being used emotionally? Because love doesn't silence you. Love listens. Love doesn't blackmail you. It respects. And if someone only treats you kindly when you agree with them, that's not love, that's control, dressed in roses. So, if you've ever felt confused in love, if guilt has become the language of your relationship, if your truth always feels like a threat to someone else's emotions, then it's time to wake up. You are not weak for wanting peace. You are not wrong for setting boundaries, and you are not selfish for choosing your mental health. If this message hit you in the heart, if it helped you understand your own experience, then don't leave without taking one action. Subscribe to this channel, not just to support the content, but to support your own awareness. Because we don't just talk psychology here, we reveal the traps so they don't own your mind. Turn on the bell and drop your story in the comments, because every time someone shares their truth, someone else finds their strength. You're not alone and you're not crazy. You were just manipulated, but not anymore.